Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, ball gang. Today we're doing something simple. It's just going to be a room tour of my cabin on Utopia of the Seas. Today we're going to be touring cabin 10137. Yeah, I said that right. It is a forward port side cabin interior. So let's head in. Let's see what we got inside our cabin. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. Please and thank you. Love you, mean it. So getting started today, like I said, our cabin is on deck 10. It is cabin 137. We're gonna head in. This is an interior cabin. Of course, always pro tip, decorate your door and the hallways. All the rooms look the same when you are walking down the hallway. So you will just see a long hallway of doors and stuff like that will help you recognize your door if you're coming in late, a little intoxicated. So decorate your door. So we're going to use our C-Pass on Royal Caribbean. That is what your card is called, our C-Pass. And we're going to go ahead and unlock our door and head in. So this is a joining cabin. So if you have family, little ones, whatever cruising with you, this door can be opened so you can basically share both cabins, have access to restrooms and all that good stuff. So in the cabin, we'll just start at the door as always. Your emergency information is on the back of the door. In this cabin, your muster station will be B4, all right? In this cabin, you also will need to, I don't know if you really need to, I don't know if there's a timer, I haven't checked it yet, but the car, they leave a blank C-Pass in here so that the lights will stay on. This is the lights for the actual cabin. Coming right in, you have trash can right here. I think that's the only trash can in the cabin besides in the restroom. Then you have a little workstation here, little vanity area. And I want to say, yeah, the lights come on there. So if you're putting on makeup, stuff like that, you got that area there. A actual chair, not just a step stool. And then moving over, we have a little cabinet. We have a mini fridge in here. It's actually fairly cold compared to some cruise ships. So that is a plus. Then we just have some drawers for storage. And keep in mind, hairdryer in there, all that good stuff. I like to do room tours once the cabin is lived in for a few days, just so I can give you some tips and tricks along the way. On top of here, I'm using it as my power station and camera gear, but you can use it for whatever. This was our second tile animal and our first as a birthday cake, because we had basically both people in the cabin are sharing birthdays pretty soon. His is before mine, but anyway, back to the room tour. We have a TV. It's actually a pretty good TV, good size TV. This is a Samsung TV. This TV, even though the beds are there and the couch is here, this TV does pivot at around about a 45-degree angle to get a better viewing angle from the bed. All right. So across from the TV and your fridge and dresser area, we do have the sofa. This is not a pull-out sofa. But it is comfortable. Then we have our closet here. We have some storage in there, decent amount of hangers. And then if we come over here, we have some more storage. This is going to be mostly drawers. Again, that is your safe. And then we have two more drawers here for extra storage. Then in this area here, of course, this is the, I would guess, sleeping area, main living area. I don't know what you would call it. Anyway, this is your bed. Keep in mind, this bed can be, that nightstand would typically be put on the outside, and this bed would be pushed in if you want it as one king bed. Right now, this is a split setup because me and my roommate are not together, so we have separate beds. Then on this side, you have I put the phone on the lamp, but I'll explain that a little bit later. And then that is a light switch there to control the lights in the cabin. Then you have a lamp, and that lamp does have a US outlet and USB-C. And then it also has a little bit of storage. Right here, you can have some space for the shoes or whatnot. And then the second nightstand, again, this nightstand could be put in this corner if you want this to be a full king bed and be squished together instead of the split twin XL setup as it is now. Another lamp with USB-C and a US outlet, and then some storage there. All right, so that is the main area of the cabin. Let's go into your restroom. I did just take a shower, so it is a little bit moist in here. We love that word here on TravelingABald. That is me. How you doing? I do have a nasty tan. We just got back on board from Coco K, and I just took a shower, so it is a little moist in this restroom. But let's go through it. So we have some storage here. We have a countertop here. And I just laid that there because we've been using, since we aren't really together, whatever. We've been using the door to hang our towels instead of to hang my toiletry bag. So sink here. I thought it would be kind of awkward with the sink in the corner, but it's not that bad. You have some toilet tissue there, extra toilet tissues, some feminine product disposal bags, your tissue roller, trash can again. And if you need to scrub that toilet, there you go. All right, some cups if you need it. And that's pretty much it. There is, for the gentlemen or women that might need it, there is a spot here to plug in a shaver. I didn't see, that outlet is a little weird, but I don't know. I don't think that's European. It might be, you might need a European converter for that one. And then you have your shower. And this shower is actually a decent size. I can fit in here without really bumping into the walls. That is me in the shower. I got space, y'all. I can move around here, okay? So it's a little bit bigger. I think this is the weirdest angle, but it's fun. It's a bigger shower than most. I'll say that at least. So you have that. You have a handheld that will come down. And keep in mind that can adjust and go as tall or high as you want it. Hot and cold water pressure is good. There is provided soap. And if you need a little step to wash your legs, whatever, there you go. Keep in mind, don't flood this bathroom or whatever. I've heard of bathrooms getting flooded every once in a while because the drain does come under your toilet as well. That's a shared drain. So yeah. Logo. So, like I said before, after every room tour, I will try to give you 3 likes and 3 dislikes about each cabin that we do a room tour for. So, always starting with the bad, good, ending with the good. I'll do my 3 dislikes and first dislike. First dislike would be the nightstands. I wish they were wider. They have the space just for extra storage, and then the top of it as well. I'd be having to put my phone charger here because it's not wide enough to sit on the nightstand. And example, that's why the phone is on top of the lamp. So that's my first dislike. My second dislike, I'm going back to the nightstand because these chargers are not, there we go. Okay, these chargers are not the fastest. I know my power bank is pretty fast, but for this to be plugged into a wall and getting actual ship power, I feel like they should be a lot faster. But like, I went to plug in my power bank to charge it, that outlet couldn't even charge it. So I've had to plug my power bank up here to charge my power bank. So I guess that would be 2 dislikes. The nightstands is not wide enough. The lamp on the nightstands don't really provide the greatest power. My third, this is if I'm being picky, this is one. This mirror here, see where I'm standing at? I have to stand here to kind of see myself, but also what is blocking me? The bed. So if I come here, and even if I moved my suitcase, now I'm this close, and if I want to take pictures of my outfit, whatever the case may be, it's kind of a mess. And keep in mind, it's not just because of configuration, because this is where this bed would be. This bed would be moved over and that nightstand would move over. So no matter what, this is how much space you got here. So this is one dislike. I wish this mirror actually was on this full-length door. That way I could stand all the way back here. You know, I got space right here to stand. That way I will be able to see myself here. I just feel like that would be a better spot. So that would be 3 dislikes. And I guess if I'm being really, really picky, we can go to the bathroom. For a 4th one, I wish there was more storage in this corner. Most cruise ships do have shelves on both sides, but that's if I'm being really picky. But that's 4 dislikes. Let's go to 3 things that I like about this cabin. First thing I would say is this TV. The TV is fairly a really good size, especially for an interior cabin. Most interior cabins have these smallest TVs. This one being a nicer TV, being the Samsung brand, and being able to pivot so you can watch the TV from the bed and the sofa. I kind of like that. I am liking it. I'm digging that. It's not the best angle, but hey, I can take what I can get. So I would say that is one like the TV. The second like, but we always hate about most cabins, most bathrooms, showers on cruise ships, is the shower is actually a good size. And I won't even stop at the shower, to be honest. I'll say the whole bathroom is just a good layout. You got enough space at the sink. You got enough space to navigate storage and stuff like that, even with the King's Throne sitting right there. But the shower is like I ain't gonna say a perfect size, but it's a really good size. Especially if you are a person of size, you have a lot of extra wiggle room in there. Okay. And I would say personally that toilet, the King's Throne, is at a prime pooping position, because I don't really bump much of anything using a restroom. So, a little personal, but that's a serious thing everybody worry about. Now, again, if you're a personal size, you might have issues there, but I will say that with the configuration of the bathroom and the space of the cabin in general, I'll take that over some cabins. So that's 1, 2. What's another thing I like about the cabin? This will be our number 3. Is here. I like the amount of outlets we get. So that's 1, 2, 3 US outlets, 2 European, 2 USB-A and a USB-C. I like that. And then, of course, if you needed them, you also have a American outlet and a USB-C on each lamp. So you got those 2, and then you have those there. And then again, in the restroom, you have this one, which I want to say you need a European converter, or I guess you would say a universal international power plug adapter, whatever you call it. I forgot what it's called. Was that 3? What did I say? Bathroom, TV. Okay, that was 3. So yeah, we're gonna end it here. That is 3 things we like, 3 things we dislike. Of course, in the comments below, go ahead and put the what emoji should we put in the comments to put a TV emoji. Put a TV or a shower emoji, depending on which one you like better. Also in the comments, tell me what you like about this cabin or what you don't like about this cabin. That is going to be it. As always, do what you love what you do. And I love you guys. Mean it. I'll see you guys later. Bye.